Hey guys, welcome back to Random Adventures. I wanted to give you guys a look at this OTD electric mountain bike. This is a real budget-friendly e-bike. This thing only costs about 400 bucks, and a lot of times it's on sale even lower than that. First, let me tell you a little bit about the specs of the bike. This bike does come with the 800 watt peak motor. It does come with a 13 amp hour large battery. The bike does come with mechanical disc brakes, and they do have 160 millimeter disc rotors, front and rear. They're not the strongest brakes in the world, but this is a pretty light bike, and those brakes do get you stopped. Of course, the brakes and cables are all fully adjustable as needed. The bike does come with a dual crown fork suspension up front. It's actually pretty soft. The bike does come with a rear fender, but if you want the super long, cool one like this, you have to request this from the manufacturer. I've been riding this bike around and I've really been enjoying it. I don't feel like I've lost anything by riding a real budget e-bike like this. I feel like the bike has great power. Let me get you in here. We'll take a closer look at the bike. The bike does come with 26-inch mountain bike tires. There's a look at your Repute branded brake calipers. These are 160 millimeter rotors, front and rear. Here's a look at the seat. It's a good looking seat, kind of long and narrow. It's a little firm when you're riding, but it does have some good padding back here in the back part. You get a long kickstand, you get some plastic pedals, but they actually have pretty good bearings in them. Here's a look at your large 13 amp hour battery. It does say OTD on the frame. Here's a look at the handlebars. You get some ergonomic hand grips. The brake levers actually feel pretty good in your hand. Over here on the right side, you get your Shimano gear shifter. You get your headlight switch. And the bike does come with a horn. And it's a pretty loud horn. The bike does have a half twist throttle on this side. Here's a look at your headlight. It's not a super bright light, but it will let you be seen at night. Since this is an electric mountain bike, you get a pretty long travel on your front suspension. And it's a pretty soft suspension. Here's a look at your 800 watt peak 48 volt hub drive motor in the rear. The bike does come with a 7-speed cassette in the rear, as well as the Shimano turning derailleur. It does have a derailleur guard. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for the specs of this bike. Let's get this thing out and ride a little bit. Just a little bit wet out here in the field today. I'm gonna try to go off over here in the woods. See if we can do just a little bit of trail riding. I don't know that there's much of a trail though. Might have to make our own. Let me get this thing in the first gear here. See about getting up one of these hills. I don't want to go in the mud. All right, let's try this. Yeah. Almost made it. That was seated position. So yeah, there's not really much trails around here close to home. I got to go pretty far away to do some actual trail riding, so we're just gonna come out here and blaze our own little trail. It looks like they are cleaning this up right here. Looks like they might be planning to put a golf cart path through here, if I had to make a guess, just by what I'm seeing here. Either that or they might be making some sort of a trail for us. So yeah, maybe soon when they finish this, I won't have to go too far away from home to do trail riding. Anyhow, guys, this OTD bike, do not underestimate these budget bikes. I was riding a much more expensive bike just earlier today, and I gotta tell you the truth, I'm enjoying riding this budget bike much more than I was enjoying riding that more expensive bike. Let's see where this goes this way. I say that because this bike is just, it feels like the power comes on strong. It only shows having 800 watts peak, but this is a much lighter bike. And so the power just comes on stronger. You know, everything's about power to weight. So yeah, this is a nice light electric mountain bike. Yeah, they got a whole project going on here, and I kind of like it. I just hope it turns out good for the users. Hope they don't turn it into a subdivision or something. Yeah, the park's been closed. There's a lot of big dump trucks and stuff going on over there. You see those guys? I'm probably not supposed to be in here, but I do that all the time, right? So you guys watch my videos. It's hard to get a good camera angle on this bike because since it is mountain bike style, it does put you over on the handlebars a bit. So I'm doing my best to get our camera angles. Well guys, we do a lot of firsts on this channel for me. And I had no idea there was a lake back here whatsoever. And now we're at a lake and I can see a turtle over here. So just like that, we're out in nature. The reason I've never been back down here before is this was all fully overgrown. And you see they're opening it up right now. So now I get to see a lake and I get to ride some trails that might not be here for long. I can hear a frog over here chirping. Now, I'm not going down here because we're not on a monster truck. I'm gonna head back up the hill here where it's a little bit dry. I might go down on the other side, see if we can get over there to that dam. You see that dam over there on the other side? Let's see if we can get up to the high and dry area and make our way back over there. That sounds like a goal to me. Oh yeah, I'm doing throttle only here. I want to see if we can make it up this hill. And I got to put in a little bit of pedaling, but we did pretty well there. It's got good torque. There we go. This hill here, it can crush it on its own. Back there was just a little bit too much for it. Now we're accelerating. That's all throttle right there, no pedaling. So the bike does have some power. Don't be fooled by its $400 price. And actually, you know what? It's $400 maybe at the moment, but I've seen it on sale a few times. So, but do I think $400 is an expensive price? Absolutely not. This bike is well worth 400 bucks. Come on now. Electric mountain bike for 400 bucks. That's the deal of the day. So, we got some hangers. We got some hangers. I just got to get out of these woods without having a flat tire. These are 26-inch tires on this bike. Yeah, is this the way to go? I have no idea. A lot of freshly cut tree branches and stumps and stuff out here. So if things don't go as planned, I might be buying myself a 26-inch inner tube to put on. Because this is not a groomed trail at all. I'm running over this tree with these big tires. You ain't stopping me. All right, we've made it almost over here. And let's see, which way to go? Ahead looks pretty muddy. Yeah, it's not looking too good. Let's go ahead and go to the right a little bit and then back to the left. See what happens to us. There we go. Made the right call. Ooh, there's a little lake to my left. Big puddle. I'm gonna have to read the news, see what they're up to around here. All right, guys, check this out. This is the fun you get to have riding your budget-friendly electric mountain bike. Hey, there's a puppy. Does he have an owner? Or is he just out in the woods by himself? I think he's using the restroom. Anyhow, guys, I kind of like how they're clearing this out over here. I hope they make this something that the people can use. Pretty cool. We're out here on a dam. Looks like there's some sort of house or structure way over there, about 1,000 feet away. Not sure what it is. This is a real good looking bike they built here. They tell me that this bike is going to be coming out in white also, if you like white. I personally like this black one with the blue. I'm not sure what color accents the white one's going to have on it, but we'll be waiting for that to come out so we can see, right? That dog didn't pay me one bit of attention. I whistled at him and he hightailed it out of here. Let's cross this little dam. Definitely some wildlife in here. I've seen the fish and turtles, seen the fish jumping. No birds today. The weather is a little bit not great. It's all water here, guys. I'm gonna power on through slowly. I'm just too curious, man. Like, you know, I'm not supposed to be over here. Kind of wanted to see what that structure was that I saw from the distance, but now that I'm so close to it, I can't see it anymore. And now we got a little creek to cross. All right, guys, we're rolling off into the wild meadow here. I'm gonna be soaking wet from this. I mean, this channel is called Random Adventures, right? You see that deer? I gotta flip it around here, guys. This is a lot of fun, but I'm definitely gonna be soaking wet because it rained just hours ago. It's kind of pretty over here. Ooh, there's a bird on the dam now. The dam we just rolled over, now there's a bird standing there. And when I say bird, I'm talking about a big crane. Let's see how close we can get before he flies away. These guys usually fly away pretty fast. There he goes. Circling around. He saw me coming, but it's almost as if he didn't believe what he was seeing. I got these glasses on, these visor sunglasses on. I probably look like an alien rolling up or something. Well, another day of e-biking, another new location found. And this is close to home. I'm only 2 miles from home. So I kind of like it over here. I hope I can come back out here again. I don't know what they're doing with the construction and all that. If they tear it all up, build houses around here, I might not be able to come here anymore, but for the meantime, it's a good place to roll by. I came from the left. I'm gonna go on straight this time. That was a lot of fun. There is a subdivision over here to the right. And there's the park to the left. So I don't know whose property this is. I just assumed it was part of the park. All right, guys, we haven't even touched the battery yet on this thing. This bike is gonna have quite a bit of efficiency. I think it's gonna have a real good range with that 13 amp hour battery, especially if you're just doing what I'm doing, just out putzing around, having fun. Whew, some deep mud. Look where that dog went. This field is flooded. This is the worst field ever. I've been over here, how many times now? I've been over here multiple times, and this field is always flooded. So who can ever play soccer over here? Tell me when. It rains like every day in the summer. I mean, they should have thought about their drainage a little bit more when they were building this field. Maybe they should have put a little bit of an angle on it. Soccer field that nobody can use. It's kind of crazy, man. All right, we got a pretty good hill coming up here ahead. We are in first gear. Let's pedal it and see if we can get on up this hill after crossing this ditch. Little pedal assist in here. Oh yeah, no problem, man. And then I'm gonna wrap this video up. I'm just telling you right now, this is a good bike. For the budget price, this is an absolutely good bike. I'm not gonna say it's the best bike in the world. It doesn't have turn signals, tail light, brake lights, all that. It's got a little headlight. It's not a fancy bike. It's a budget mountain bike, electric mountain bike. And it's definitely a good one. I do recommend the OTD bike. OTD makes another bike also. I believe it might be a folding frame one or a little bit of a cargo carrier. But if it's as good a quality as this one, I'm sure that's a great bike too. If you want to get into the e-bike game, this is a real easy, budget-friendly way to do that. Get out here, enjoy nature. Summer's coming up. Get one of these OTD bikes shipped to you quickly because they take a while to show up. Then you got to put some parts on them and stuff. So yeah, I highly recommend putting your little bit of money down and picking one of these up. As I said, I rode a much more expensive bike earlier, and I enjoyed my ride on this cheapie much more than I did enjoy my ride on the other bike. All right, y'all, thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe. Helps the channel out for free, no cost to you. If you do want to help the channel out in other ways, I got my links all over the videos. I appreciate y'all watching. We'll catch y'all in the next one. Thank you.